What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. As you guys can tell, I'm enjoying the beautiful weather here in New York City. It's actually like 85 degrees. There's not a lot of humidity. Coming from Florida, we don't enjoy this type of weather. It's just nasty weather right now in Florida. Anyhow, we're here in New York. We came to see Midnight Reefer. His name is John. He's got a 200-gallon tank, one of the most beautiful tanks I've seen. I went inside to take a quick glance. I'm gonna take you guys inside and show you. This guy's so meticulous. Wait till you guys see the rest. Enough with the talk. Let's go catch him. Come on, let's go. John, nice to meet you, buddy.
Thank you for coming.
What a surprise, bro. I was supposed to film this tank 2 weeks ago when I was here for Reefapalooza, New York, and a little something happened and we have to change schedule. But as promised, I came back 2 weeks later. We're here. And man, I'm glad that I came back. One of the best tanks I've seen all year round. I don't even know where to start. I mean, guys, if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, this tank looks incredible, so overgrown. Let's start from the top, man, because there's a lot of questions. Let's just start with your lighting, okay?
Yeah.
So what do you have for lighting on this tank?
It slowly kind of came together. It was supplementing, complementing. We started with AI 32s. Came off the old tank, the 90-gallon that we had. Okay. So we added a couple more. And then I said, that wasn't really cutting it enough. And we had the original Blue Reef Bright. So I said, hey, you know, we could probably do better on this tank. It's a little wider. And that's when the Reef Bright 5050 came on, the XHO, the second one. So I like the white look. And then we took the dive into castles. The shimmer and sort of the intensity, really, I think it's more the intensity than the shimmer. The shimmer is an interesting piece for me, but it was really complementing the original lighting scheme because the things really took off.
Kind of like a highlight look?
Yeah, but maybe going in that direction, but it's more mimicking the sun. Right?
Gotcha.
Mimicking the nature, just really giving that intensity, but soft, right? You want to envelope stuff. You don't want to torch stuff. You don't want to burn things down,
yeah.
Right? You want to make sure that they're fully enveloped and everything. That's how this lighting came together.
So you have 4 kessels. So you got a prime for the hydras and and then you got 4. You got 2 refresh strips with the blue ones and 2 50/50s.
And 2 50/50.
That's a lot of lighting.
It is.
Well, the corals look happy.
Yeah, that's the idea.
So let's jump into the main display tank.
Yep.
This tank, you tell me, is 200-gallon tanks.
Yes.
Let me just rephrase this. So you say 6 feet long, 72 inches, 27 inches wide.
28.
28.
Yep.
And
24.
A lot of people don't know this, but Peninsula can be very difficult to deliver flow.
Yes.
Was that the case in this tank with you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It was outright painful. So originally, again, things came off the transfer tank, the 90-gallon OG. So I had the 2 MP40s. And I said, okay, so for this tank, someone suggested, this is, hey, why don't you do gyres? Gyres, you know, they bring a lot of flow. So what I did was I put on the gyres perpendicular, you know, and I said 2 MP40s at the top, below the top, but maybe the gyres, it was madhouse.
Too much.
First of all, the gyres couldn't do the side with the sand. It was sucking in the sand. It was blowing stuff all around. So it wasn't happening. So I started poking around and realized that the way was to go was the MP60s because of sort of, you know, just the variety that they offer, but also the power, right? So the power and constantly varying different settings that it changes things around, right? You don't want nothing static, you don't want nothing stagnant, and that's what Reef needs. And MP60s was the way to go. So I did reuse one of the gyres and I put it on the middle on the Veyer, so that helps to clean a little bit of the top, but also softens actually the MP60s. I did some tests with you know, putting down AB Plus to see the color, how things move.
To where it travels.
And it's a hack.
Kind of like a wind tunnel.
It's a hack. Yes. If you want to see what's happening to your flow, that's the way to do it.
Let's talk about your corals. You are mainly SPS dominated. When I mean SPS, it's mainly aquapores, a couple multiporas, lamellosa over there.
I don't think of myself as a SPS dominant. I think these things just kind of sprang up. I love the soft, I love the torches. I have the affinity for elegance and for the torches. I love those things. But I'm challenged by SPS.
I love this paleta pink tip that you have here. And then you got this Anacopora right here, which is kind of grafted. You say it almost died at one point?
It really did. It really did. It was about to get torn out. And I saw a little bit of it still inside. So I said, let me trim this a bit. And it came back. It started
two different
coloring up
colors
again.
now.
Incredible, 2 colors now.
How long have you had this burgundy gonipora here?
One of the originals. It's when we made the leap from the fish only. It's probably a good 3.5 years old now.
And then I can't help it but to love, people know I love candy canes. This purple with the neon green is so basic. It comes from Fiji, comes from Tonga. It's been around for a gazillion years.
Yeah.
I mean, that coral's been on the highway for 30 years, and I still find it pretty today.
It is.
Don't laugh at me, guys.
My kids love that too.
Yeah, right? I think it's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just different, you know? Then you got Pandora's Pallies right here, just spreading everywhere. They're just so easy to grow. So, wow, this is the other side. It looks fantastic, man. Almost maybe more grown than the other one. What I like about this side is you see mushrooms. Yeah. You get to see this big leather. But what's cool, you get to enjoy the Euphilia Island, all your torches, all your frog spoons and hammers right here. Right. Looks fantastic. I mean, look at the size of this green slimer. How long has that thing been there?
This one is probably about 2 years old now.
2 years old?
Coming up on 2.
From a single frag?
About 18 months, yeah.
It just grows and grows and grows, huh?
Yeah.
And then look at this leather here, these clownfish that are hosting it. He's just laying there like it's a hammock.
You know what it is? I feel kind of bad for these guys. They don't move out of this corner.
But they're happy.
They are.
They found a home.
They are.
Why are you worried about them?
I don't know. I wish they would, explore a little more.
A little more. Come on, I want to see you. These rhodactis mushrooms here, they're phenomenal. I love them. I don't know the name of them. They're like orange with like a neon green base.
I have no idea where that came from.
And they grow so fast. I love them. I have them in the shop.
I don't know. They just sprang up. I know I did not acquire them.
For real?
I swear.
You think it was a frag or something?
Hitchhikers. It's
interesting.
a complete mystery.
2 things that I'm looking at right here that are catching my eye.
Yeah.
I've never been too good with clams. Every time I see them doing good in someone's thing, I say I'm gonna put some. Yeah. I'm looking at these 2 looking from the top. One is like light blue, the other one's dark blue. They look beautiful, man.
I've never kept them.
No.
Last year at Reeferpalooza, I took the dip. So these
are John from Clam Mania?
Yeah.
So the other one that I'm looking at is the OG Holy Grail torch.
Yeah.
It's one of the best looking ones I've seen in a while. Even that neon green one right below looks incredible. I mean, your whole tank looks so freaking happy. Let's talk a little bit about your fish. How many pyramid butterflies do you have?
It's 3 now.
3?
Yeah.
Okay, 3. I see a small blonde nasal, powder blue, convict tang.
Yeah.
And then you have a pair of clowns right here.
Yeah.
So John.
Yeah.
You're very successful with this fish tank.
Thank you.
Let's share with those people who are watching at home. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Like, tell me your husbandry on this tank. Water changes?
Automatic. Every day, 2 gallons at night.
So 1% of the tank?
Yeah, every night.
Every night?
Yeah, every night. We use Fritz.
Fritz?
Yep.
Okay. And for calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, you were mentioning to me, you're one of the crazy guys out there. I haven't seen many like that. Maybe you're the 3rd person that, if I remember correctly, in the past 2 years, you're running Kalkwasser,
yes,
calcium reactor,
yes,
and a doser with A and B. So why did you go with all 3 of them?
Yeah, it's really to complement each part of it, right? It took a while, so I wouldn't recommend anybody to drop everything and start doing that. As you see fluctuation, right? The whole goal idea is, as you see fluctuations, you address them. And for me, it was what else can we supplement to not make drastic changes? And drastic changes we had to make because you don't want to dose 250 mils, a day of alkalinity. But at the same time, calcium reactors tend to have their own setbacks, the pH level, right? That constantly battle with pH. And calcium reactor will make that dent, when you're at 8.5 and your calcium reactor kicks on, at 6.5, it will dampen that. So it was really an idea of having that counteract with the good stuff, right? With the good stuff. So the dosing part is what really supplements to make sure that even Kalkwasser is not enough for me really to maintain pH. In the summer, we got to have all the doors and windows closed.
Well, obviously, whatever you're doing with all 3 of them is working.
Yeah, and so, that's right. That's the gratification.
Food for fish and in general. What do you feed the tank?
So for food, every morning they get the seaweed.
I'm the same way. I do it religiously every single
100% in tanks. I mean, they'll thrive. You have to. And frozen in the evening. 4 times a week, I use pellets from Benefits.
Okay. What do your numbers look like?
My calcium is about 400.
Okay.
Alkalinity anywhere between 8 and 9.
Okay.
Magnesium about 1400. Nitrates, I like anywhere between 15 and 25. I'm at about 20, so I'm actually right in the
Funny
middle.
you say that. I like it no less than 10, no more than 30. That's
Yeah.
what I prefer.
Yeah, it's a sweet
like.
spot. Phosphates, I'm at 0.08.
0.08. That's what I aim
0.08.
for and below if I can.
Yeah.
When I go past that, I'm like, okay, I'm
Me
doing
too,
some feeding
me
too
too.
much. So can we see your filtration now?
Oh, please.
You might be the big boss. Oh my gosh. You got dinner coming in for me here? I'm gonna eat right here. I feel like I'm in paradise right here with the
I
coloration.
probably found myself doing that sometimes.
All right, one thing that is very, very, very beautiful, and I'm impressed how healthy this mango is. Incredible. A lot of people has a tough time getting them to take off. I see a little dry leaf right there.
Yeah.
But other than that, he's super, super happy.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. How long have you been growing them?
Yeah, they're about 4 years old now, and I love them. To be honest with you, the whole idea was not even aesthetic. It was. I read this whole thing about the nutrient export, that they're so good, and they do such a tremendous job.
I see you got a Bashia skimmer from Steve. How long have you been running that skimmer?
I want to say probably about half a year now.
Okay.
It's a beast. I mean, that's what we needed.
I mean, this is a pretty good filtration here. I mean, you got a roller mat.
Yeah.
Coming out of the protein skimmer, you got a filter sock.
Yes.
You have a refugium here with mangroves. Then before going into the pump chamber, you have another floss.
Yes.
Right? That is it. But that's enough to keep this water crystal clear. And last but not least, I see you got a Neptune controller.
Yes.
What are you controlling with that?
Control it really does everything for us.
So you got the doser.
You got the doser, we got the water change, we got all the pumps on it. It's I mean, this is what controls the tank really. It frees me up. It frees me up.
Well, John, your tank looks phenomenal, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for having us over. I'm
Thank
glad I came back.
Oh.
If you guys did enjoy this episode, I don't know what will do it for you guys. This tank looks all that. One of the best ones I've seen in a long time.
Thank you.
Again, guys, thank you for the support. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a like. Post some comments below. Hopefully you can jump in there and answer some questions. People are going to have plenty of them.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys on the next episode. However, if you happen to be from the California area, I'm going to be in Reefapalooza September 7 and 8. I'm going to be at the World Aquariums booth both days. First 50 people to show up on Saturday, we're going to give 50 t-shirts away, just like this one, different colors. So hopefully we'll see you there. See you guys on the next episode.